Gen 3 is here. That's the line lighting up Tesla circles right now, because a new Elon Musk leak is circulating, and it's not the usual blurry factory rumor. It's the kind of leak that makes people go quiet for a second, then instantly ask one question: if this is real, why would Tesla let it out? Because Gen 3 Optimus isn't being teased like a prototype anymore. The leak points to something way more dangerous for everyone else in robotics, a version that looks less like a machine and more like a finished product. And if Tesla is truly ready to show Gen 3, then the timeline just compressed. Not someday, not in a decade. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know what in this leak is plausible, what's exaggeration, and the one detail that, if confirmed, means Optimus Gen 3 just crossed the line from demo to deployment. Let's break it down. Proof and authority stack. What the leak actually is and why it matters first. Let's slow this down. This is not a random Telegram rumor. It's not a concept render, and it's not a fan-made animation pretending to be inside Tesla. The Gen 3 leak traces back to 3 converging signals, and that's why people are paying attention. Signal #1. Elon's wording suddenly changed. Elon Musk didn't say working on Optimus Gen 3. He said, when you see Optimus 3, it will look like a person in a robot suit. That's not speculative language, that's preview language. Elon is notoriously loose with timelines, but very precise with visual expectations. When he describes how something will look, it usually means hardware already exists. That's the first red flag. This isn't vapor. Signal #2. Internal cadence leaked through scheduling. Tesla quietly confirmed something unusual. Annual Optimus refresh cycles. Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5 year after year. Companies don't commit to yearly hardware refreshes unless tooling is already planned, supply chains are locked, and the core architecture is stable. That alone tells us Gen 3 isn't a science experiment. It's a platform generation. Signal #3. The leak content itself isn't flashy, it's specific. Here's what makes this leak believable. It doesn't scream wow. It whispers finished. The leak details focus on smoother motion, human-like proportions, integrated battery, no backpack, covered joints, quieter actuation. Those aren't demo features. Those are deployment features. Early robots show off tricks. Production robots hide complexity. And Gen 3 looks like it's hiding things on purpose. Why Tesla would let this leak happen? Tesla doesn't leak for hype. They leak to prime expectations. This kind of controlled ambiguity does 3 things. Prepares investors for capex ramp, conditions the public to accept humanoids as normal signals competitors without committing to a date. It's strategic silence with just enough noise. If this leak were fake, it would be louder. If it were premature, it would be vague. Instead, it's quiet and oddly grounded. That's why Gen 3 feels different. What's actually new in Gen 3? Why this upgrade isn't about speed, strength, or tricks. Here's where most people get it wrong. They expect Gen 3 to be faster, stronger, flashier, but that's not what the leak points to. Gen 3 isn't about doing more things. It's about doing ordinary things without drawing attention, and that's a much bigger leap. The real upgrade, human acceptance. Every robot before this focused on capability. Can it lift? Can it walk? Can it dance? Gen 3 focuses on tolerance. Can it exist in the same room as humans without feeling unsettling? That's why the leaked changes matter. Covered joints and smooth proportions. Early Optimus versions looked like machines wearing skin. Gen 3 reportedly hides actuators, smooths limb transitions, eliminates exposed wiring, and balances proportions closer to human anatomy. This isn't cosmetic. Exposed mechanics trigger discomfort. Covered motion triggers familiarity. That's the difference between, wow, that's impressive, and I forgot it was there. Integrated battery equals psychological shift. The backpack battery was a visual reminder. This is a prototype. Gen 3 integrates the battery into the torso. Why that matters: lower center of gravity, more natural posture, no visible power pack. But more importantly, it stops looking like equipment and starts looking like a presence. That's intentional. Quieter actuation equals trust, not performance. Leaks emphasize noise reduction, not torque, not speed, noise, because loud robots feel dangerous even when they're safe. A quiet robot feels controlled, feels deliberate, feels predictable. Predictability is what earns trust. What Tesla is really optimizing, not raw ability, social integration. Gen 3 looks designed to work around people, move through homes and offices, operate continuously without supervision. That's not a demo robot. That's a robot meant to be around you for hours, and that's why Gen 3 matters more than Gen 2 ever did. The one task Tesla is quietly training Gen 3 for. Why this single task matters more than anything else if you want to know whether Optimus Gen 3 is real. Don't ask what it can lift. Ask what Tesla is training it to do without supervision. Because there is one task that instantly separates a lab robot from a deployable robot, and it's not cooking. It's not cleaning. It's not dancing. It's operating around humans for hours without intervention. The real test, ambient usefulness. Tesla doesn't talk about this publicly, but the training direction is clear. Gen 3 is being optimized for standing by, observing, waiting, responding only when needed. That sounds simple. It's not. Most robots are built to receive command, perform, action, stop. Gen 3 is being trained to exist, perceive, predict, decide, act only if appropriate. That's a completely different AI problem. Why this is the ultimate challenge. A robot that's always doing something feels intrusive. A robot that's idle but aware feels human. Think about a housekeeper, a nurse, or an assistant. They don't move constantly. They don't need constant instructions. They wait, watch, and step in at the right moment. That's what Tesla is trying to replicate. And that's why Gen 3's upgrades look boring. On paper, smoother motion, quieter joints, human posture, better balance. Those aren't performance upgrades. They're patience upgrades. Why this matters more than cooking demos. Cooking is scripted. Cleaning can be bounded. But existing safely around humans requires real-time risk assessment, social awareness, motion, restraint, and constant prediction. If Optimus can do that reliably, then teaching it to cook is trivial. The leak doesn't emphasize faster walking, higher payload, new tricks. It emphasizes stability, quietness, realism. That's Tesla telling you something without saying it. Gen 3 isn't being trained to impress you. It's being trained to not need your attention. And that's the moment robots stop being novelties and start being trusted. The risk everyone is ignoring. Why Gen 3 could scare people more than excite them. Here's the paradox Tesla is walking straight into. The better Optimus gets, the less people know how to emotionally process it. Gen 1 looked like a prototype. Gen 2 looked like a machine. Gen 3 looks too familiar. And that's where excitement quietly turns into discomfort. The uncanny threshold problem. Most people talk about the uncanny valley like it's a visual issue. It's not. It's a behavioral issue. People don't get uncomfortable when a robot looks human. They get uncomfortable when it behaves almost human but not quite. A Gen 3 Optimus that stands still and watches, turns its head, smoothly reacts before you speak, waits instead of acting, triggers a deeper instinct. Your brain starts asking, is this thing aware of me right now? That question is powerful and unsettling. Why Tesla is taking this risk anyway, and most robotics companies avoid this zone. They keep robots clearly mechanical, clearly task, focused, clearly tools. Tesla is doing the opposite. They're pushing Optimus into social proximity. Not because it's safer, but because it's inevitable. A robot that cleans when no one is around isn't very useful. A robot that helps in real environments has to share space with humans. That means eye-level presence. That means idle awareness. That means restraint. And restraint is harder than action. Public acceptance lags capability. This is where Gen 3 could backfire temporarily, not because it's unsafe, but because it feels too present. Early reactions may include Discomfort, mistrust, overreaction to harmless behavior, viral clips taken out of context. Tesla knows this. That's why leaks emphasize quietness, smoothness, predictability. They're trying to reduce fear before public exposure. The real risk isn't technical, it's psychological. Gen 3 isn't crossing a capability line, it's crossing a comfort line. And once that line is crossed, society doesn't respond logically, it responds emotionally. That's the part no spec sheet prepares you for. Why Tesla is willing to absorb that fear. And what it tells us about the real Gen 3 timeline. Companies don't walk into discomfort by accident. Tesla knows Gen 3 will unsettle people. They know the first reactions won't all be positive. They know some clips will go viral for the wrong reasons, and they're doing it anyway. That tells us something critical. Tesla only absorbs fear when the upside is already locked in. Tesla doesn't release hard, we're early just to test reactions. They do it when the core capability is no longer the risk. Fear is manageable. Technical uncertainty is not. The fact that Tesla is letting Gen 3's presence leak, not its tricks, signals confidence that balance is solved, motion control is stable, safety systems are reliable, and failure modes are predictable. In other words, they're no longer asking, will it work? They're asking, how will people feel? That's a late-stage problem. Why Gen 3 feels leaked, not launched. This doesn't look like a product reveal cycle. There's no dramatic demo, choreographed task, montage, hard date. Instead, there's controlled ambiguity. That's intentional. Tesla is doing three things at once: desensitizing the public, slowly normalizing humanoid presence, signaling partners and regulators without forcing commitments, freezing competitors who now don't know when to respond. If Tesla announced Gen 3 formally, the clock would start for everyone else. By leaking instead, Tesla keeps the initiative. The timeline implication most people miss. Here's the key inference. You don't worry about public comfort unless deployment is close enough to matter. That doesn't mean millions of units tomorrow. It means pilot deployments, controlled environments, factories, offices, labs, places where humans and Optimus share space daily. Gen 3 isn't being prepared for a stage. It's being prepared for routine exposure. And that means Tesla is past the can we build it phase. They're in the how do we introduce it to society without triggering backlash phase. What this really tells us, Gen 3 isn't shocking because it's powerful. It's shocking because it's quietly ready. And Tesla is betting that a little discomfort now is better than disbelief later. The final tell. The one detail that confirms Gen 3 is no longer a prototype. If you strip away the leaks, the language, the speculation, there's one detail that matters more than anything else. And it's subtle. Gen 3 is being discussed in terms of refresh cycles, not experiments. That's the tell. Prototypes don't get refresh roadmaps. When something is experimental, companies talk like this: we're exploring, we're testing, we're iterating. That's how Optimus Gen 1 and Gen 2 were described. Gen 3 is different. Tesla is openly talking about Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, yearly cadence. That language only appears when the architecture is locked, the failure modes are known, and the product can be manufactured repeatedly. You don't plan annual generations for a science project. You plan them for a product line. The shift from capability to reliability. Another quiet signal. What Tesla isn't highlighting anymore. They're no longer emphasizing first time ever, breakthrough demo, experimental learning. Instead, the focus has moved to smoothness, uptime, safety, predictability, coexistence. That's the vocabulary of operations, not R&D. A robot meant to impress needs spectacle. A robot meant to deploy needs consistency. Gen 3 is being tuned for the second. Why this matters more than any leaked spec. Speed can be improved later. Strength can be upgraded later. Dexterity can be refined later. But architecture can't. Once you lock proportions, balance, power distribution, and control systems, you've crossed the line from can we build it to how many can we build and where do we put them. That's where Gen 3 sits. Gen 3 isn't shocking because of what it can do today. It's shocking because Tesla is behaving like. The hard problems are solved, the remaining work is scaling, polishing, and introduction. That's not the posture of a company guessing. That's the posture of a company preparing the world. Finally, why this leak changes the Optimus timeline completely. Here's the clean conclusion without hype. This leak doesn't mean Optimus Gen 3 is about to ship to your house. It means something far more important. It means Tesla has crossed the internal confidence threshold. Before Gen 3, the Optimus timeline was fuzzy. Later this decade, eventually, in the future, after this leak, the language changed. Now it's annual generations deployment readiness coexistence with humans' social acceptance. That's not how you talk about a research project. That's how you talk about a product entering the real world in controlled stages. Factories first, offices next, then carefully chosen public environments. Gen 3 isn't meant to surprise you. It's meant to normalize itself. Why this leak matters more than a demo. Demos impress investors. Leaks prepare society. Tesla didn't show Gen 3 lifting more weight or running faster because that's not the story anymore. The story is, can this exist around humans without supervision? And Gen 3 is Tesla's first serious attempt at answering that question with hardware, not promises. What this means going forward, expect fewer flashy reveals, more quiet sightings, more "it was just there" moments. That's how transformative products enter society. Gradually, imperfectly, and before people realize they've accepted them. Optimus Gen 3 isn't a robot announcement. It's a presence announcement. The real shock. The shock isn't that Gen 3 exists. The shock is that Tesla appears ready to let it be seen doing nothing calmly, silently, in human space. That only happens when a company believes. The hard problems are behind them, and the remaining risk is perception, not performance. That's a dangerous amount of confidence. So here's the real question. Would you be comfortable sharing space with a robot that doesn't ask for attention but is always aware? Comment ready or not ready and explain why. If you want the next breakdown on where Gen 3 will appear first and what Tesla will never show publicly, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Because once Optimus stops being a demo, it stops being optional. See you in the next one.